So they really coming for Gervonta Tank Davis. Ego thoughts? I don't really care. I have to see how this stuff plays out. Point blank, period. Again, I'm not a cop. I'm not the girl. I don't know what happened. They're going to have to figure it out, do the detective work. As far as the WBA, who cares? Gervonta Tank Davis said he already didn't care about belts. You got TKO trying to get rid of the sanctioning bodies. And I feel that no matter what they try to say or do, Tank is a ticket seller. People are interested in Tank. That's why any Tank news, especially if it's infamous legal trouble, we unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live, Boxingego Unpacked. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. And it's just like that. It's non-stop. They are coming for Gervonta Tank Davis after the Miami PD came out and issued a public arrest warrant for Gervonta Tank Davis. Now his belt may be in jeopardy. In this video, I will break it down and give you all of the news. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, I guess the bad news continues for Gervonta Tank Davis. They are truly coming after him full force. And by them, I'm not just talking about Miami PD. I'm talking about boxing fans, content creators, boxing media, the reporters. It's like we live in a society where they're just going to come full throttle when they feel they have reason to. Now, I've already spoken on the DV charge, and I want to elaborate for my supporters. The haters, they're just going to hate, so we're not worried about them. I have never supported DV. The end. In my video, I stand by everything I said. See, the funny thing with me as a content creator is I'm not these new Gen Z streamers where I blabbermouth and say a bunch of stuff and then repent for it and apologize. I'm not apologizing for a mother thing because I don't take nothing back, right? It has to be a very, very good reason for me to want to take something back. And I believe in a system of say it right the first time, so there is no correction. If you are thoughtful and you consider, like, I'm not a 20-year-old rapid fire where I just say what comes to mind, right? I'm a grown man. So I don't take back nothing that I said in any of these videos. I don't care who's mad. Oh, you're canceled. Cancel me then. I'll be waiting, right? So my thing is this. The DV, I don't even know what happened. All I know is what's being alleged. That's the point blank period. You could be like, oh, he's done this in the past. Oh, but the past occurrences, if I'm not mistaken, almost every time, for whatever reason, the case got dropped. So I don't know what's going on, right? Nor is it my business. I'm not Gervonta's manager. I am not a police officer, a peace officer. I'm not a judge. So you guys can continue to say stupid stuff. Oh, man, Ego, you're protected. It's not even my fight. It's not even my fight. But I do stand by 100% what I said in terms of it appears the Miami PD are treating this differently because it is, in fact, a high-profile celebrity boxer. I've never really seen any DV case get handled like this. Like, the news reports literally said that it is an agent to agent, like different agencies are on a manhunt for Gervonta Tank Davis. Like, that, to me, that feels a bit much and a bit extreme given the situation. Do I condone what he's being alleged of? Absolutely not. Never have, never will. But again, you name John Doe who has been charged, or not even charged, but like allegations, right? And they did a public service announcement and a agency-wide different agency. So you got the FBI, the ATF, like who are these agents? They're like, it's a fugitive manhunt, and Tank was just like at restaurants pumping up gas, and then now all of a sudden they're saying it's a manhunt. And it comes with the territory. You got to watch how you move, especially when you are in the public eye for things like this, and it is what it is. But it may have gotten worse for Tank regarding his belt. Here's why. ESPN is reporting the WBA set to analyze Gervonta Davis having a belt at lightweight amidst these legal troubles. The WBA president, Gilberto Mendoza, I thought he was no longer the president. Maybe I'm tripping. Confirmed to ESPN Knockout that the championship committee intends to take swift action. So they really coming for Gervonta Tank Davis. Ego thoughts? I don't really care. I have to see how this stuff plays out. Point blank, period. Again, I'm not a cop. I'm not the girl. I don't know what happened. They're going to have to figure it out, do the detective work. As far as the WBA, who cares? Gervonta Tank Davis said he already didn't care about belts. You got TKO trying to get rid of the sanctioning bodies. And I feel that no matter what they try to say or do, Tank is a ticket seller. People are interested in Tank. That's why any Tank news, especially if it's infamous legal trouble, people are going to make videos. You got the Shade Room and Baller Alert and World Star. People don't even cover boxing half the time are talking about Tank. He'll post a picture in the 2 seconds, post and delete in a Miami Grizzlies fit, do a little dance, and people are posting about it. So Tank is big business. The belt is not going to define him. Take the belt. And it's funny because me saying it, they're going to be like, oh, man, you're just supporting Tank. Well, Crawford didn't want to pay his bill with the WBC and the Bud buddies that conveniently don't like Tank because Bud Crawford and Tank had an exchange of words. You had no problem when Bud Crawford just recently said, I don't care about the WBC. These sanctioning bodies be robbing folk anyway. Wompty. So take your effing belt. Mauricio Suleiman, slap your effing self. That's what Crawford said. So I've already told you for a long time that the belts don't matter. Like, the belts are cool, but it's almost like an extra incentive. Ain't nobody going to a Tank event or a Tank fight and be like, I was going to buy the pay-per-view. I was going to get ringside tickets, but there's no WBA belt, so I think I'll pass. You know what I mean? You think females that are cakey and whatever, you think they're going to pass up a Tank event? Like if Tank fight Pacquiao or something, they're going to pass it up in Vegas, in Miami, or whatever they decide to do for Tank's next fight? You think they're going to pass it up because there's no WBA belt on the line? And then if he were to fight Pacquiao, I would imagine it would be a move up or a catch weight. So the WBA wouldn't even be needed. So I'm not really tripping about this, but it just goes to show you that they be lying in America, right? What do I mean? They be lying in America, y'all, because it says innocent until proven guilty. I ain't seen the tape. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Nobody's really seen it that I've seen. Like TMZ ain't posted it, whatever the case may be. And everybody has already made up their mind that Tank is guilty. He didn't even have no type of due process. So it goes to show you that innocent until proven guilty is cap, because we're going off the word of, and it's funny because the Tank haters, they don't even know who the girl's name. The Miami police said, for respect to the victim, we're withholding their name. So many of you don't even know who this girl is at the nightclub, but somehow, some way, y'all fools got your mind made up on what went on and what didn't go on something you haven't seen. Again, I'm not a cop. This is not my problem. This is not my beef. If a tape comes out, tape comes out. It's just what Tank, whatever was done in the dark comes to light. So Tank got to live with that and go through whatever. But people have such a fakeness to them in the world of boxing. Now, being a boxer, you know, they want to, oh, I was a Tank fan until this and all that. Shut up, bro. Shut up. Please just shut up. Because I'm sick of the lies. Like, how many boxers have we seen that were notably, if we're going to talk about morality, notably not known for being good people, right? People idolize Mike Tyson. But then if you look at Tyson in his heyday, he said he was fighting with STDs. Look it up. He said he cheated on his DRUG test with a fake phallus. Look it up. And fake urine. Look it up. Right? He had the whole Robin Givens situation. He went to prison for something he was accused of. Right? And so he beat up Mitch Green. He threatened reporters. Come and say that to my white boy. I'm in front of everybody. You're not man enough with me. Come up here. I'm looking for you, sweetie. Lennox, he's no conqueror. I'm going to eat his children. I'm going to, like, you know what I mean? I normally don't do interviews with the women folk unless they trying to fornicate. So, what's up? Right? Mike Tyson's infamous for legal trouble, going to prison for a few years, won't wompty, and now everybody is a saint except for Tank Davis. They're trying to vilify him as if, I'm not bragging about it, but professional athletes been going through the different jobs. Look at Aaron Hernandez. Great player, but demons outside of the field, right? Look at AB, either one of them, Adrian Broner or Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown currently is facing a man beef, right? Accused of attempted, right? So it's like people, when it comes to the Tank, because he's such big business and a hot topic, he just does something different. Floyd had trouble where he had to do a little 90-day stint. Kovalev, so on and so forth. Dmitry Bivol, wifey, was saying he was a bad person and all that. But people pick and choose. If you like Kovalev, you like Bivol, you like guys like Jim Lampley, who also has a DV case, but y'all don't know nothing about that, right? Then you sweep it under the rug. Marcus Brown. I mean, I could do this all day. I'm really him. I'm really the best. Boom. Jim Lampley arrested in a DV case. But everybody loves Jim Lampley, right? In boxing. You're like, oh, come on, Turkey, bring Jim Lampley back. Bring Jim Lampley. I want to hear his commentary. But y'all not talking about his arrest. You see? When you got the complexion for the protection, I guess things are a little bit different. When you Tank Davis, you black, you in America, right? People like, they're going to roast you. Aha, so much for the Pacquiao fight and all this extra jazz. So it is what it is, comes with territory. Tank got to move smarter if, in fact, any of this is true. We'll see how it plays out. But WBA, I'm sure Tank, he already said he don't care about belts, so I'm sure he ain't tripping. For more boxing news, subscribe. I'm the best in the business, and it's not even close. Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new, but even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate, so ultimately you can realize all of your online goals. Use my affiliate link in the description and grow your channel fast.